Hey folks, this is Nathan Jones here to talk to you about authenticated exchanges. This was a workshop that I gave at the Teardown Conference in July of 2026, but I wanted to record the videos so that you could watch them alongside my workshop materials and complete that workshop if you so chose whenever you wanted. The goals of the workshop were to talk about how two devices could exchange messages and have some guarantees that they know which device they're talking to. So by the end of this workshop, my goal is for you to be able to define authentication and how devices provide authentication, what's sort of the one operating principle that allows them to do that. To be able to describe several of the functions and purposes of various tools that are used to provide that authenticity. And then to identify vulnerabilities that might threaten a system's means of providing authenticity. In the workshop, I use the example of a badge being presented to a badge reader, and how do these two devices authenticate each other. And as we look at progressively more and more complex attacks, we have to use more and more complex means of providing authenticity. So seeing that helps you understand the vulnerabilities in that system. And then lastly, I use Python to run all the exercises and demonstrate the code. So by the end of the workshop, you'll be able to use the Python built-in libraries and the cryptography library to actually compute and use these authentication mechanisms. And if all of that sounds cool to you, then what I'll do is direct your attention to this website here, so you can access all the workshop materials by going to github.com/nathancharlesjones/authenticated_exchanges. That'll take you to this repository here, where I've got a couple of folders for each of the exercises that we'll be doing in the workshop, as well as a PDF note sheet that I'll be teaching from in each of the videos, and several versions of the worksheet that contain all the exercises you'll do as part of the workshop. To get started with this repository, you can access it in one of two ways. First, you could download or clone the repository and then start a Python virtual environment and install the two libraries that we need to run the example code. So you can do all this locally. Or you could go up to the code button here and open a GitHub Codespaces. That will open up an in-browser environment for you to run all the exercises in. And as long as you've got a strong internet connection, then you can jump right into running the exercises in your web browser. And if by the end of the workshop this seems really cool to you, I'll let you know now that you can navigate to mindstormsengineering.github.io, which is my personal website. That's going to have more talks, workshops, presentations, blogs, everything that I've done over the last couple of years on a variety of different topics. And you can see all that here if you want later on. Let's get started.